Wavetable audio. This rich sound is coming straight out of the box from this laptop and in pure DOS. Hello retro gaming enthusiasts, I hope this preview gets you as excited as I am about today's review. These days, building a period correct pure DOS retro gaming computer can be quite pricey with parts getting scarce. But laptops, they are game changers. You can get one that checks almost all boxes at a fraction of the cost. Today, I've got something special, and it's going to be music to your ears. Literally, we are diving deep into the Dell Latitude XPi CD M166ST, a vintage laptop from 1997 that stands out not just for its performance, but for its wavetable sound in pure DOS. Wavetable synthesis is a technique used to recreate instrument sounds in a more realistic way by using sound samples, ideally recorded from real instruments. This technology provides a richer audio experience. The Dell Latitude XPi CD delivers this exceptional audio feature thanks to its ESS1887 sound chip and ESS690 hardware wavetable synthesizer integrated via the ISA bus. This means you get realistic, high-quality sounds without the need for external MIDI modules or emulators. When it was first released, the XPi CD came with a hefty price tag of just over $5,000. It was a premium investment, but in return, you got a robust and reliable machine. Its dimension sits at 2.5 inches high, 11 inches wide, and 9.2 inches deep. Inside, this laptop is powered by an Intel 166MHz MMX CPU managed by a National Conductor chipset. It also features a 128-bit NeoMagic MagicGraph graphics chip with 1.1 MB of video memory on the PCI bus. At 7.4 pounds, it is surprisingly heavy, featuring a 12.1-inch active matrix display with a resolution of 800 by 600. Be careful though not to mix it up with its sibling, the Latitude LM, identifiable by its blue top lid accent. While their specifications are quite similar, the LM lacks the hardware wavetable. In terms of connectivity, on the left side there are the microphone, line-in, earphone jacks, as well as 2 PCMCIA slots. On the rear, we have a parallel, 9-pin serial, a keyboard mouse PS2 combo port, a VGA port, a docking connector, and the power socket. Memory-wise, it starts with 16 MB on board, expandable to 80 MB using two 32 MB EDO-RAM SODIMMs. And remember, it requires a Dell-specific tri-pin power supply. The floppy drive located below the 12X CD-ROM drive on the front of my unit doesn't function properly, and I couldn't find a replacement due to its proprietary connector. Additionally, booting from the optical or PCMCIA drive is not an option. Also, be wary of its proprietary hard disk drive bay and connector, to which I attached a compact flash to IDE adapter. The maximum compact flash card capacity is capped at 8 GB due to its BIOS limitations. The 85 keys keyboard provides a comfortable typing experience, though some might find the key action a tad mushy. Adjusting settings like brightness, contrast, and sound volume is done with ease through a combination of keyboard keys. Below the keyboard resides the trackball pointing device. Let's power it up. The BIOS settings can be accessed anytime, whether you are in DOS or Windows, by hitting the function and F1 keys. It offers only very limited and basic options. Another great feature is the graphics hardware scaling, which fills the entire screen. It's toggled on the fly with the function and F7 keys. Using MemMaker, I obtained 624 KB of conventional memory with the mouse driver loaded, and 589 KB with CD-ROM drivers. On the performance tuning front, while you can't adjust the frequency multiplier, the Pentium MMX processor does allow for tweaks for the branch prediction, code cache, data cache, and the V instruction pipeline. Utilizing Setmul with the appropriate flags enables CPU performance optimization for specific gaming needs. 3D bench results indicate a high level of granularity that allows the system to come close to all the significant CPUs prior to Pentium 60. That should ensure coverage for all games prior to 1998. In our performance test, this XPi CD impressed, particularly with speed-sensitive games such as Wing Commander, Ultima, and Test Drive 3. They all run smoothly at enjoyable speeds with the proper CPU settings. The hardware video scaling effectively stretches the graphics edge to edge while keeping the aspect ratio intact. With the native panel resolution of 800 by 600 though, we miss out on absolute pixel-perfect rendering. But let's circle back to the star of the show, the sound subsystem. The port and interrupt settings are performed through the DOS ESSCFG utility. However, even after disabling all the available ports in the BIOS, it gives an interrupt conflict message regardless of which IRQ you select. Only IRQ5 seems to be usable. Upon exiting the utility, it automatically sets the blaster environment variables. FM, PCM, MIDI, and line-in volumes can be individually adjusted by using the ESSVol utility from the Dell driver package. The ESFM synthesizer delivers sound that stand up remarkably well in comparison to the Yamaha OPL 3. The Wavetable synthesis is well-rounded and adds depth that enhances the overall audio experience. Just take a listen and hear it for yourself. It's just a shame though that the floor noise is quite pronounced. This Dell XPi is suboptimal for Windows 98, but proves handy for file transfer tasks. Drivers are still easily available on Dell's website. Lacking a USB port, for file transfers, you can use a PCMCIA to compact flash adapter or directly to the primary drive through the convenient hard disk drive bay. While the docking station offers additional ports, it is currently unattainable. In summary, the Dell Latitude XPi CD is a great laptop for DOS gaming that is overlooked. It can handle most titles up to 1997 with ease. It's still relatively easy to find and reasonably priced. It scores a high 4/5. For me, this is a keeper. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, happy gaming!